What's up, guys? It's been a long while since I made any type of videos on this channel, and I want to kind of get back to doing more videos on this channel. I really think I neglected the channel last year. It's not like I wasn't watching stuff. Like, I watched a lot of stuff. I just didn't review it. So we're gonna start off like quick with Wonder Man. Now, I didn't watch a lot of shows last year. I didn't watch Fallout Season 2. That's something I'm probably gonna watch and then review. A few other things I didn't watch, but I did watch Wonder Man. And man, Yaya in this and Ben Kingsley in this, man, they were like phenomenal. Like, I know people aren't really like fans of things that like run away from like the superhero genre, but like, and if you're keeping up with like the Lanterns discourse right now, that's a big example of something that's like, are you ashamed that this is a superhero property? I don't feel that way with like Wonder Man. Like, when they take something like Wonder Man and they turn him into a dude that wants to be an actor, and you don't really have the normal, okay, he has superpowers, okay, he discovers his superpowers, okay, he's gonna go fight the big bad guy. This show was not about that. This show is about a guy who has powers, who knows he has powers, whose family knows he has powers, but that still doesn't change the way they treat him. Like, he was really like the ugly stepchild of the family. And like, once they do the reveal that he uses his powers and his family knows, like, his family knows that he has powers and they still treat him that way, it really brings you into like, it really makes you sympathize and understand his character even more, and it really intrigues you as to why he is who he is, why people, and it really makes you like intrigued about why his family talks to him the way they talk to him. Like, when they went to that party, him and Trevor, I know I'm all over the place, but this show is old, and I just want to get on here and ramble about it. Like, when they go to that party, you see the way that his family doesn't really understand what he does, and that they kind of say like sly things and all that type of stuff, and to a point where they're talking to him in their language, and they kind of forget like he understands them. That's how like little they think of him. They forget that not only is he related to them, but he understands what they're saying about him. You know what I mean? So, like, I really think that's very interesting, to do a superhero show about a guy who has aspirations other than being a superhero, that doesn't really like let his powers define every action of who he is, and his powers don't define how everyone else treats him. Now, yeah, do people care that he has superpowers? Of course. One of the main plot lines is DOD, Damage Control, trying, or DLC, or whatever, however they're calling themselves, but Damage Control is trying to get him, trying to prove that he has powers, not because he's a damaged individual, but really because they need to buzz their numbers, because they have this big super prison that we've seen a couple times called the Raft that they need to put people on. And to see Ben Kingsley return as Trevor, this is the first time since Shang-Chi. Who would have believed Trevor would return before so many other fucking characters? But that's kind of the state of the MCU. I know people don't kind of like to mention this, but it's been it's been 7-8 years since Endgame. What's happened over the 7-8 years? Like, really, what's happened in the superhero genre over the last 7 to 8 years, other than No Way Home and Deadpool versus Wolverine? I don't feel like a lot of great things have happened in the superhero genre over these last 7-8 years, other than Spider-Man, Deadpool, Wolverine, and Spider-Verse. I feel like this really been a downtime for the superhero genre, and I think like people are so worried about us getting superhero fatigue. There's been nothing to get fatigued over. The genre's really taken a step back, I feel like, over the last damn near close to a decade. Like, I feel like during the COVID, there was so much shit coming out because they had filmed it and it had to come out, and it was just coming out and it wasn't all that good. And it all happened at once. You know what I mean? Like, it all happened in between a 2-year span. And basically, since 2014 and now, it's really calmed down with the amount of stuff we're getting from the superhero genre. And this is going to be a big year for the superhero genre, mostly because of the strikes, because a lot of things had to get pushed back. But we're getting the Spider-Man film, we're getting a Spider-Man show, we're getting we're getting some more stuff. We're getting an Avengers film, we're just getting a Supergirl film. We're getting a lot of stuff this year from the superhero genre. And we're getting the Deadpool, the Daredevil show. We're getting so much from the genre. And this show, if you want to say this is going to be the start of the renaissance of what the superhero genre can be going forward, what the MCU can be going forward, because I really do think this show did a lot for like there's a lot of people who are very upset that the MCU never really feels like a fully fleshed out universe. It only feels like, hey, New York, and then whatever else is going on in space. And this show is set mostly in LA, but it really helps you get like it really helps like it feeds that need to know how do people interact with superheroes, um how do these other branches of the world interact with superheroes, how does Hollywood view superheroes, and we get some of that with the Doorman dude, and that they have rules that, hey, if you got superpowers you need to let us know because we probably won't use you. It's a rule. You can know superheroes in Hollywood. Like, that's the stuff that people wanted to know. And that's something that, and I feel like that, like, I feel like that's why Wonder Man got a lot of love. I know it ain't, wasn't the most watched thing, but it was a good, it was a, but hey, it was a hit. It was a double. It was a good show. You know what I mean? And it scratched that itch for people that want a fully fleshed out MCU universe that feels like this big universe that has all these things going on even when you don't see it. You know what I mean? So Wonder Man, I'm just gonna say it's a good damn show, and it's a double for the MCU, and it's something that they need, a good quality hit. You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on Wonder Man. Peace.